92.1 WVTK presents our local spotlight feature. Here's your host, Amanda Lee.
And welcome again to the Local Spotlight. I'm Amanda Lee, and joining me in the studio today is Rob Hunter from the Monkton Coffee House, right?
That's right, yeah.
I never can remember the full name, the full title, and it's not really a coffee house, is it? There's no physical, with the cappuccino machines.
Right, we call it a virtual coffee house, but it's the Monkton Community Coffee House.
Aha, yeah. That makes sense. Now, coming up soon, you guys have something called the Pachachka Night. That's kind of a funky name. Now, first off, what is Pachachka? What is that?
Pachachka is it was started about 3 or 4 years ago over in Japan. It's Japanese for chit chat, or it's a rough translation. And essentially, it's a means of keeping long-winded presentations at bay. And so it's a very structured format, 20 slides, 20 seconds each. They're automatically advanced, so you have a presentation on a specific topic that roughly runs about 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
Wow, like my show. 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Done. No. I'm glad you got through that name, though, Pachachka. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you ever been to one of those diners that have the wooden peg games to keep you busy while you're, like, there's tiddlywinks and there's this and there's Pachachka. I couldn't figure out what it was in the beginning. Is there still time to get involved if folks want to put together a Pachachka presentation? Well,
right now we have a full slate, so we have 10 presenters already on board, and we're really excited. It's a great variety. We're hoping that there's enough interest in this event that we would do another one maybe later in the year. So there is an opportunity down the road, but for this one, it's more come in and just enjoy the show. Yeah,
for this time around, you can probably take a sneak peek as to what everybody else is doing, then tweak your own presentation and go, oh, okay, 7 minutes is not going to work. Let's take it back a little. How did you guys decide to have this event as a part of the Monkton Community Coffee House? Did it just kind of come up at random and said, let's do this?
Well, I mean, the coffee house is a group of community members, and so we each have different areas that we kind of live and work and do. And I happen to work in the arts, and this is kind of a way of people or artists, to get their work out into the public. And so I thought it was just a neat concept. I'd heard about it, and then applying it to what the coffee house's mission is, which is really about bringing community together. I said, well, what a great way to get to know your neighbor, get to be able to present what you do, but in an it's not really that intimidating because you only have 6 minutes that you're really up there doing your thing. So it just seemed like a nice mix.
Oh, that sounds really neat. And 6 minutes on both sides of things. 6 minutes when you're standing up in front of a lot of people, that can seem like an eternity, but the 6 minutes in the audience, it's not that bad. You learn a lot in 6 minutes. You really do. And for anybody who's been to one of those very long presentations with, 32 dozen slides, and 3 hours later, you're like, I have no idea what this guy's talking about anymore.
You get glazed over.
Yeah, it's good to have that condensed version. I thank, the folks who came up with the idea of Pachachka in the first place.
Well, originally it was, for designers and architects and artists, and it's kind of, we're taking it to another level, I guess, because we're really, there's presentations on everything from compost to the barns of Monkton. So
I was just going to say, what kind of topics are going to be covered?
Yeah, one of the best ones. Well, I don't know if it's going to be best, but it definitely has one of the most intriguing titles. Is How Steely Dan Killed Music: Why We Should Take Up Arms Against Them. And so I don't know if that's offensive to the radio station. No,
no, I think that's a neat take. I love the title. That's really interesting. You could take that almost on any artist out there, because people on either side of the genre, people who like rock music, people who like classical, people who like from all different genres can have opinions like that.
Right. And essentially, this stemmed from a conversation he was having with friends, and he said, well, this is just something that I kind of throw out there anyway, because he's got a strong opinion about it. And he's a very funny guy, so it should be really entertaining. But, we have people talking about their businesses. If there's businesses in town that well, what is that? And so we've invited business owners to come in and give an overview of what they do or what their passions are, or how they connect with each other, or any number of things.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah,
I'm really interested in the Steely Dan presentation. That sounds really neat. One way or the other, no matter which you want to look at it. I think that's fabulous. Now, where can we learn more about the Monkton Coffee House, events coming up in the near future, and when is this Pachachka night going to go on?
Well, Pachachka is going to be at the Monkton Fire Department on March 15th at around 6:30 p.m. I think is the time that we're starting. We're going to do 5 presentations. There'll be an intermission. Basically, we're going to have baked goods for sale and stuff, and then we'll do another 5 presentations after.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, where do we learn about future events or how to get involved with the next Pachachka night?
And we've got a new website that we just put up called the monktoncc.org, or actually, I'm sorry, www.monktoncc.org.
Okay.
And then we have a newsletter that goes out, Monkton Talks, and then there's a discussion forum, monktontalks.org.
Great. Well, we look forward to it and all the interesting presentations, whether from business people or, people who have a very strong opinion about Steely Dan, Thank you so much, Rob, for coming on the show.
I really appreciate you having me. Thanks.
If you'd like some more information about the Monkton Community Coffee House, anything that they have going on, including Pachachka and how to get involved in that, there's going to be details right on our website. Click the link to the local spotlight at 921WVTK.com. The WVTK Weather Center forecast and the Go Green Ride at 5 are both still ahead.
Would you like to be part of Amanda Lee's Local Spotlight? Get the scoop and learn how right now at 921WVTK.com.